do you prepare a team for like this, a wicked road trip like this? 5 games, 7 nights, 2 back-to-backs.
Well, again, we're not going to change from our mindset. The most important thing is to get off and have a good start to tomorrow night's hockey game. And we take it as on all our back-to-backs, we approach it. We have 6 periods of hockey to play in a short time frame, and the most important one is to win the first one. And if we can start that with that mantra, usually it leads to some positives anyways, as far as you going out and having a good first period. And we think that that's what suits our group, and we've done that before. And some situations it's worked for us, and some it hasn't.
Can you give us an update on Komarov and where?
Leo has now been cleared to practice with no contact as of today. And that was the first day that he was back on the ice and with the team. He's skated before, obviously, but the next step will be contact. And once he has contact, he'll be, I would think, but I'm not the doctor now, and I'm not the medical. I would think that he'd be available to us the very next day.
How crucial is this kind of a practice, given what lies ahead, especially over the next week, where it was a very intense practice and there was a lot of instruction going on as well?
With today, I think it's kind of snapping back to reality when we're not any different than anybody else. I'm sure that they ate lots of turkey and they've had more indulgence than they would like to tell anybody, and all those things take place. But I think that's what it's really more in place for. Yeah, they had some time with their family and they had a Christmas holiday, but now it's time to go back to work. And if you look at the schedule and you look at the work that we're going to have in front of us, we better be ready. We have to be sharp mentally, and that's really what we're trying to do.
Are you able to get away from it during the break, or is your mind always kind of getting back to the team?
I think at times you try to park it, but I've been around long enough now that I think I've done a pretty good job. You'd have to ask other people around me that I have the ability just to leave it alone, park it. But, you know, anywhere you go in Toronto, anywhere you go in the city, you go to breakfast, or you go here, you go for lunch, or you go to dinner, there's always people that, you know, you recognize you. And there are the restaurants that you go to that they're somewhat your regular haunts. It's not like you're going out to a bunch of different places.
How alarming are those shots allowed by your team right now?
Well, specifically in the last couple games, the last one was we were loose, and Bernie was called upon far too many times, and that again was part of the instruction today and the things that we wanted to go over, and that's going to be presented to them on a day-to-day basis. That was the message. We cannot continue to accept what's going on out there in the defensive zone.
What do you like about the balance of those two lines? I mean, recognizing they could change by the end of the first period, but what do you like about how it worked the other night and what it may bring you?
Again, for us, we talked about 9 forwards, and we're not going to change that. But, you know, it seems that there is some form of cohesiveness with Kadri and Van Riemsdyk. Maybe the glue is Santorelli, because we've moved him all over the place this year, and every line that he's played on has been able to be accountable and has been able to provide some form of offense for us.
Do you like the way Lupul just fits into the other line as well?
Well, he's played there before, and they would be perceived as our number 1 line. And again, we'd like them to go out that and prove that every night.
Having coached Ryan Getzlaf, and do you see similarities maybe in a Nick Bjugstad, given the power forward and what both bring to the game? Obviously, one's a lot older than the other.
Yeah, but again, I think Bjugstad, being a college player, is a more mature player than Getzy was. Getzy did go back and with the lockout year was afforded an opportunity to play an extra year junior hockey. He probably would have played in the NHL earlier, but he did start in the American Hockey League. He did, cut his teeth there, but he proved that he was too good for the American Hockey League. And Brian Getzlaf's got a heck of a career underneath him, and he's still in the middle of it.
Might you look to get maybe more opportunity for Panik?
Again, with Panik, we felt that the mix and the versatility of Winnick, and we're not demoting Winnick. We know he's going to kill lots of penalties, he's going to get lots of ice time. So Richard Panik has been a good soldier for us. He hasn't played a tremendous amount, but he's provided some offense, and hopefully that can spark Holland and Clarkson, that combination can give us something.
Did you stay in Toronto over the Christmas?
Yeah.
I don't know what home is for you anymore.
Yeah, neither do I some days. and we stayed in Toronto, and it was nice to have my daughter home and my mother-in-law from Sudbury, so it was just the 3 of us. It was a quiet Christmas for us.